The Lagos State Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture, MTCA, on Thursday, the 1st of July 2021, presented its Tourism Master Plan and Policy to the public at the Adeyemo Burial Hall in Alausa Ikeja, Lagos. According to the ministry, the Tourism Master Plan and Policy is to revolutionize the tourism sector in the state. The presentation began with the national anthem. The Special Advisor, Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture, Honorable Solomon Bono, gave the opening speech. In his remark, he noted that there is a plan in place to train 500 youth from the Ibile division of the state as tour guides who will have the knowledge of the community and be able to provide basic information about the community. According to him, the youth will also be given loans in the production of tourism artworks as souvenirs for tourism purposes. He commended the government's efforts in building the tourism sector and assured more improvement in the sector.
Let me use this opportunity of this event to inform distinguished audience that there is a plan in place by the Ministry of Tourism, Art and Culture to train 500 youths from the Ibile division of the state as a complement. To train 500 youths from Ibile division of the state as a tour guides. Having these tour guides in place will complement our efforts at domesticating tourism activities in these local government areas and LCDAs. With this idea, tourists that visit our state will now have a better experience and they will be professionally and accompanied to all tourism sites in Lagos State. For us in the ministry, we will continue to align our programs and activities with team's agenda of Mr. Governor, particularly entertainment and tourism pillar that is ours. Thank you all for your attention. And once again, I welcome you to this occasion. Thank you.
The Lagos State Arts and Culture Group entertained the audience with a dance performance. In his goodwill message, the Director General, Nigeria Tourism Development Corporation, Folarin Kuka, who represented the Minister of Information and Culture, Alhaji Lai Mohammed, affirmed his love for Lagos State and called for collaboration rather than competition between the three tiers of government in order to move the tourism sector forward. He also admonished journalists to imbibe and practice knowledge-based journalism in the tourism world. Noting the importance of tourism, he advocated the unlocking of Lagos State to the global community.
The economy of Lagos will allow you to practice domestic tourism. Domestic tourism is 6 times the volume of international tourism. What is being done at the local government level must be echoed at the state government level, must be echoed at the federal level for tourism to be meaningful in Nigeria. If there's a divergence of focus, one will be walking in one direction and the other will be walking in another direction. It is important that the regulation of tourism is in line across all 3 tiers of government. It is definitely required that the taxation of the tourism industry is in line in all 3 tiers of government. And of course, the legislation. No Supreme Court orders between 2 APC states. Tourism is the bonus for well-being. If a country, if a state has all things well with it, it ends well with something like tourism. Thank you very much.
Mrs. Moji Olaniru, who represented Sterling Bank PLC, who partnered Lagos State Government on the project, congratulated all the stakeholders for making the program a reality in her goodwill message. She noted that Nigeria is in dire need of restructuring and improvement in the tourism sector. Congratulating and lauding Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu's efforts, she assured the Ministry of Sterling Bank's unflinching support.
Nigeria is in a dire need of master plans and policies that can restore confidence in the tourism sector to ensure that many benefits are widely enjoyed. Lagos has been a beacon of managing tourism in structured, coordinated, and sustainable manner. And with the unveiling of this master plan and policy, it is further harnessed the power of innovation, entrepreneurship, and communication to develop the sector. We thank the Governor of Lagos State, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, for the commitment to domestic tourism development and also for helping protect and preserve Nigerian rich cultural and natural heritage through policies, strategies, and master plans that will be aggressively implemented. We would like to also reiterate here that we at Sterling Bank, we are committed to supporting Lagos State and the Ministry of Tourism on this great task ahead of us. We look forward to a greater Lagos and a very big support from the management of Sterling Bank. Please count on us and we'll be there for you. God bless Lagos State. Thank you very much.
Other dignitaries who also gave goodwill messages were the Coordinator, Federation of Tourist Association of Nigeria, Benga Sumonu, the Executive Director, Lagos State Inland Revenue Service, ably represented by Mr. Jimmy Aino, the BOT Chairman, Federation of Tourist Association of Nigeria, Chief Samalabi, among others. The first presentation of the Tourism Master Plan and Policy was done by Bumi Kuku, a partner of Ernst & Young, followed by Adun Okupe, a tourist expert and pharmacist. Honorable Uzamat Akimbele Yusuf, Honorable Commissioner, Lagos State Tourism, Arts and Culture. In their presentations, they highlighted 6 key sectors which the master plan focuses on: culture and heritage, theme, arts and entertainment, business, beach and leisure, nature and adventure, medical and wellness. They noted that the master plan will transform Lagos by attracting visitors and creating jobs in the state. According to them, the vision is for Lagos to be one of the top 5 tourism destinations in Africa in the next 20 years, and for Lagos to be positioned as a regional tourism hub by 2025. They also emphasized domestic tourism, which is tourism for the residents and visitors, where residents become ambassadors of the state and investing in the tourism sector with guaranteed return on investment.
In terms of the aspiration, a couple of things are largely around harnessing and optimizing the existing tourism assets. So what can we do with what we have today? And then the second, that is the midterm. So by 2025, is really then to position us as a regional hub. We are seeing outflight today where folks are traveling to other destinations. We want people across Africa to select Lagos as a tourism destination, and then in the long term to focus on global. And the reason why global tourism is more longer term is really because of some of the enablers that have to be developed. So things around the infrastructure, the wellness, the culinary, as well as the promotion.
The important thing that we need to provide, 2 slides next, right, is the master plan framework. And I would say that this is an important part that everybody can see, because it shows us in a nutshell what the vision is, what the goals are, what the pillars that support these are, the approach that we need to take, and the themes that we will use to distill this. Apologies that this isn't as tight, the clicker isn't working. And these themes will give us, hopefully, these metrics, right? And the metrics are that we're going to generate tourism receipts by 2040 of about $2.2 billion. And so what we have done is looked at what the Ernst & Young report has provided and seen how we can update that. And we're also going to lead to an increase in tourist arrivals as well as job creation of over 1 million jobs. But then the question is, how are we going to get there?
And our vision in Lagos is to be one of the top 5 urban tourism destinations in Africa and be recognized as the face of arts in Africa for its multiple creative and innovative tourism products and experiences. Our mission is to build on the inherent creativity of the people of Lagos and establish the state as a vibrant and innovative tourism destination that diversifies the economy, which creates jobs across multiple tourism segments and offer the world access to the ingenuity and hospitality of its residents. Our goal is to generate tourism revenue for business and government, which will lead to job creation, enhance the quality of life for Lagosians, align with the state development plan, and to domesticate tourism in Lagos State.
Some of the dignitaries who were present at the event were Chief Mrs. Nike Okundaye, the Ayangbunra of Ikorodu land, Oba Kabiru Shotobi, His Royal Majesty, Oba Olufolarin Olukayode Ogunsanwo, the Alara of Ilara Kingdom, Ambassador Ikechi Uko of Akwaba African Travel Market, the Lagos State Governor, Babajide Sanwo, who was represented by the Deputy Governor, Dr. Obafemi Hamzat, said the master plan will help in the attainment and execution of revamping the Lagos tourism sector. He called on all stakeholders to collaborate and work towards a viable tourism sector in the state.
Since our assumption of office over 2 years ago, we have taken what we believe to be decisive steps to explore abundant possibilities in this very critical sector by giving the practitioners and key stakeholders an opportunity to be directly involved in every of our policies, including the process that has led to the development of these 2 documents being presented here today. Ladies and gentlemen, in summary, this tourism policy provides answers to what, while the master plan answers the how. These 2 documents will usher in a new era of systemic implementation of tourism activities in Lagos State as it relates to the identified 6 pillars that I just mentioned. As part of the content of this master plan, we are now determined more than before to take advantage of our waterways and beaches for tourism purposes. And you will notice that just a week ago, Lagos State procured 6 new boats for Lac Ferry, which is our tourism transportation company. The essence, like we said at that launching, is not to drive the private sector away. It's just for us to have a skin in the game and to enhance the ability of even the private sector to operate better.
The highlight of the event was the unveiling and launching of the master plan and policy by the Deputy Governor, followed by the presentation of awards to eminent Nigerians who have contributed to the growth of tourism in Lagos State. The first award went to Chief Mrs. Nike Okundaye, presented by the Deputy Governor, Dr. Obafemi Hamzat.
Ms. Okundaye, in recognition of your commitment and exceptional performance in the creative arts industry in Lagos State, the Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture has mandated me to give this award to you. Congratulations.
The second award was presented by the DG, Nigeria Tourism Development Corporation, Fulani Koka, to Alibaba, the veteran comedian, and Alhaji Gani Balogun Tazan.
It's a delight to stand here today to present this award to you. You and I have spoken on so many occasions about so many things we would like to see done. I know your passion for tourism and a lot of things to do with tourism. To a true patriot, I am delighted to present this. Thank you.
The next award was presented by His Royal Majesty Oba Olufolarin Olukayode Ogunsanwo, the Alara of Ilara Kingdom, to Ambassador Ikechi Uko of Akwaba African Travel Market and Mr. and Mrs. Moses of Guge, Africa.
On behalf of the Lagos State Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture, I have the honor and pleasure to present this award to Ambassador Ikechi Uko in recognition of your passion for tourism advancement in Lagos State. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Mr. Moses Babatokwe received the next award presented by the Chairman, Lagos State House of Assembly Committee on Tourism, Arts and Culture, Fatai Oluwa.
On behalf of the Ministry, I hereby present this award in recognition of your commitment in projecting the film culture in Lagos State. Congratulations.
Mr. Gbenga Sumonu, the coordinator, Federation of Tourist Association of Nigeria, received the next award presented by the Special Advisor, Ogun State Ministry of Tourism.
On behalf of the Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture, Lagos State, this award is going to the Federation of Tourism in Lagos State, FTAN, in recognition of their consistent support to the development of domestic tourism in Lagos State.
The final award was presented by the Managing Director of LASMA, Prince Adedamola Dosemu, to Bolanle Austin Peters.
On behalf of the Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture, this award is presented to Mrs. Bolanle Austin Peters in recognition of your commitment to promoting local content in Lagos State. Congratulations.
Thanks so much. With that,
Biscan TV crew was able to speak with one of the awardees, Ikechi Uko of Akwaba African Travel Market, who appreciated the Lagos State government for recognizing the efforts of those making impact in the tourism sector.
But publicly, Lagos State reaching out and patting us on the back and say, well done. And you could see all of us, the award winners, how excited we are. You know, you've done something for a long time. I've done Akwaba for 17 years in Lagos. It's the biggest travel expo in West Africa. It's actually in the top 3 in Africa. And for the state government to say, thank you. It's the biggest MICE event. So I feel well appreciated, I feel excited, and I feel honored for the fact that you've done stuff and people somewhere said, you're doing well. Thank you. So we have to do more now for Lagos.
Princess Adenike Adedoyin Ajayi, the Permanent Secretary, Lagos State Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture, also spoke with Biscan TV on the sustainability of the master plan.
Whenever you have a master plan and policy in place, that's simply saying that we have a focus, we know exactly what we want, we've mapped out the strategy of how to achieve it, and what's next for us is to begin to implement it. And so we've put this in place so that there's a machinery that keeps it going for the next 20 years. In the same vein, because tourism is dynamic, it's ever changing, all assumptions in 2018 has changed now that we're in 2021, COVID-19 being part of them. And so this document is also dynamic in the sense that for new realities that evolve or emerge, we will continue to change that document to suit the new realities. But those 6 pillars that we have that are the driving, the driving thrust for that, for both documents is what is going to keep it going. And so if you have that in place, it means there's sustainability. Because for everyone that comes, they continue from what the document is speaking about, and they will not deviate from it. And when there's sustainability, then you'll know that you're going to have things that you will achieve. We'll be able to achieve our goals. And in the long run, all our dreams, all our vision, all our goals for tourism to thrive in Lagos State will be, fulfilled. And that's in a nutshell why we have deliberate, we've made it deliberate to actually do a public show of all of these documents, the master plan and the policy thrust that is pushing the master plan.
The public presentation of the Tourism Master Plan and Policy came to an end with a vote of thanks given by Princess Adenike Adedoyin Ajayi, the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture.
I want to say a very big thank you to everyone for coming. Okay. It has been a long journey for us. It has been a long one. And I just want to say thank you to everybody. We want to say that The team members that have put all of this together are also very appreciative of all of you turning up.